guys, this is Talia. Welcome back to my channel. This is a cross stitch channel. It's been 10 months since I post video here, and it's been 10 months since I cross stitch. I haven't cross stitched at the beginning of the year. Things got tough, and I stopped around February, and I've been meaning to start again, but you know, life gets in the way. I had to work 2 jobs, and things was a little hectic, and my hair has static. So I have not cross stitched since then. I picked it up again on December 24, January. Today, I'm filming this video today on Christmas. So Merry Christmas to all if you celebrate. So I picked it up yesterday again because I was just sitting there and I said, I should start something. And I did pick up something and started it, and I almost done. But today's video is about the end of the year whip parade. I have not done a whip parade in this channel because I didn't know where all my whips were, but I found them. I still have a gap in here and there, but I think is I got some pieces that got messed up, and I got one piece that I put away, but I can't find the fabric. So I'll let you know which one, that one, because I still have it as a whip. But it's that I wanted to restart it. So I took away the fabric. I don't know what I did to it. Yeah, so yeah, I have not been stitching. I do miss it. I enjoyed yesterday. I stitched from 2 p.m. yesterday until midnight. And I didn't finish what I wanted to finish. So I will share that first before I do my whip parade. I don't count that as a whip because it's going to be a finish. It has to be finished before January. So I don't count that as a whip because it's a small. So I try not to count the smalls as a whip because I'm going to finish them if I want to do a pillow or something. So yeah, so I'm going to share with you guys what I did. I am very into the Chinese culture. I do follow a lot of Chinese actors and singers and stuff like that. So the Chinese New Year is this year. The 2023 is going to be in January 22nd. I did started a piece last year for last year Chinese piece New Year. I never finished. I don't know if I'm going to finish. That's in my, I don't know what's going to happen with whip. So, but this year, 2023 is the year of the rabbit. I am a monkey in the Chinese horoscope, so my year will be on 2028. But I wanted to do the a little pillow with a year of the rabbit. So I went to Etsy and bought a beautiful pattern. But when I downloaded it, that thing was humongous and it's a full coverage. That's not what I'm looking for. I wanted a small one. I couldn't find nothing in Etsy, so I went to the Daily Cross Stitch website and got myself a little pattern. I'll show you right now because it's a combination of what I'm doing, combination of patterns to get what I want. This is the first one that I bought at Etsy. It's beautiful. I thought that was a small one. Even if I do it in a red fabric that I'm doing right now, it's still gonna be too big. That's not what I was looking for. It's beautiful. I love it. Maybe I do it as a bigger pillow. I don't know. So that was one of them. It was a package that I bought. They had 3, and this thing has this one, it has almost 200 colors. That's not what I'm looking for. I was looking for something quick and simple. So this is the other one. It's still big. So, but for this one, I'm gonna copy just the symbol, and I'm just gonna do the white part because the fabric that I'm using is red And this is just the Chinese New Year symbol. So it's either that or the rabbit. I gotta read the instruction. So I want to do that. I'm gonna add that. So, and this is another one, but they're all huge. They all have over 80 something colors. That's not what I want. I wanted something simple with 1 or 2 colors in it. So I went to that let's see, because it was 4. I don't see where the other one is. It was 4 patterns in it was a package that I bought. I think it was like $4, and it had all those it's another one, but I think I didn't download it. So I went to that website that I think. I'm just going to show you the pattern. Oh, I have the pattern here. So I went there and I purchased for $1. I purchased, let me see. I purchased this this little pattern. It's still the year of the rabbit. But I think it's too plain. So I also gonna add the 2023, not the top that says have a great 2023. I'm not gonna add that, just the 2023 with the banner. And then on around this corner right here, I will put the Chinese symbol. So I started that yesterday, and this is what I have so far. So it's almost done. Because all I had to do is the lantern here, another lantern here, and then put the Chinese symbol right here. The 23 is only, the 2 is only missing 1 row, and I'm done. And then I gotta do the yellow banner, and it's done. And then I'm gonna do a little pearl. The fabric that I'm using is 14 count Aida in red that I purchased Michael a long time ago. It's been in my stash for a while. I picked my own colors because the colors for this planner, they were red and yellow and red. But I wanted the rabbit and some of the lantern to have gold, because gold is a very prominent color in China, and red and gold is signify prosperity, happiness. So I wanted to do it with those color. So I'm using Victoria Moto. So I'm using the Heirloom Sunflower. That's the color that I use for the rabbit. I'm using Hello Tulip. It's another yellowish gold color. That's the one that I put in the inside, the ear of the bunny. And it's going to be, the banner is going to be this color. And then the shadow is going to be in this one. And then the lantern is going to be, one of them is going to be this gray with the sunflower color. It's more like gold, rustic gold. So that, and then I use blank and white and black for white is going to be for the symbol and part of the lantern. So that is what I picked up yesterday. I'm happy how far it is. I want to have it done, displayed at my house on the day that New Year's, Chinese New Year, which is January 22nd. So I think I will finish it by the end of this year, this month. I will finish it. I'm gonna work on it tonight. I'm gonna work on it tonight. Finish the 2 and do the banner. So it's gonna be finished. I will show it finished when I do my first floss tube in the the beginning of the year. So, but yeah, that's what after 10 months, this is what I'm doing. But I've been itching to get back into it. But since I stopped doing videos in February, and since March to November, I worked 2 jobs. So I really didn't have time. I was exhausted. I was tired all the time. I didn't have the time. So, and I did want to get back to it, but you know, life gets in the way sometimes, and we just gotta pause for a minute take deal with the problem that you have at that moment and put everything on hold until you resolve that. And then now that I'm not doing that no more, so I'm able to get back into my hobbies, because it's more than one hobby that I have. So yeah, so that's all I've been working. I started it yesterday and it should be finished by next week. But I will show you the finished product of my first floss tube of the year. So today we're going to do a recap of my 2022, even though I did not, and then we're going to do a whip parade. This is one box and this is another one box. So this one is pretty full, as you can see. And then we're going to show you everything I have. I have a total of 78 whips. Actually 76, because I had two numbers that are in between, but like I had them all labeled by number. I am not going to redate all of them. So what I'm going to do whenever I start something new is going to go in those numbers that are empty. Those are either a fabric that got messed up and I throw it away, or I don't know what happened to it. So I think I had two blank, which is number 15. I think, I'm not sure. I try to get it organized as much as I could. So I got number 15 and number 58. So I wasn't gonna redate all those, do the list again. So I just said whatever I start something new, I insert it. And if I'm gonna put it as a whip, like I said, like the ones that I know that I'm doing little pillows, smalls, if I know that I'm going to do them within a day or two, I don't put them as a whip. I put the big stuff. So yeah, so I have 76 whips. I think I have them organized as they should go in order. I don't know about that. We'll see. But let me give you a recap of the year 2022. So in 2022, I started the year with 69 whips that I've been carrying since 2018 that I started. I did not stitch 2019. I started a whole bunch in 2020. I didn't stitch on 2021. And I started some on 2022, even though I did not stitch the whole year. I love starting. I am planning to start as much as I can this year. My goal is to have every single pattern that I own as a whip. It could be 200, it could be 300 whips. I do not care. I am going to have everything as a whip at some point. Right now, I only have 76. But in plans, I'm going to tell you something that I'm planning to do on 2023. So anyway, so my year in review. So I started the year with 69 whips, carrying since 2018 over here. I had 12 new starts in January and February. I touched 6 of my old whips. So, I touched only 6 of my old whips. I didn't touch the 69s. No, that's wrong. 63. So I had 69. So I touched 6. So I trying to find a pencil. So me and math and best friend. And so I didn't touch 63 whips. Started with 69. Started 12. Touch 6 of the old ones. So whips that I did not touch was 63. The total of hours I worked during 2022, which was not a month and a week, I think, from February, it was 38 hours that I spent stitching. And those 38 hours, I worked 5,794 stitches. I love to count my stitches. It motivates me to see. I did not count stitches for this because I wanted to just work on it and not worry about nothing. But I like to count my stitches. So I worked 5,794 stitches in 2022. I finished 12 of the new stars. 5 was a finish, which was little pillows that I did for Valentine. I don't have a picture with them. I don't think so. Let me see. I think I do. But so yeah, it was 5 little Valentine pillows that I did that I wanted to put in my tire thing. So let me go to my pictures and check February, because it should be there. Just bear with me. I should have had a look on that. But oh yes, I did. So those are the 5 little pillows. And it counts 5 because, let me see. Oh, I'm missing one. Oh, I didn't finish one. I did finish 5, but I didn't fully finish it. Oh, okay. So anyway, oops. Those are the 5 finishes, 5 pillows that I did for Valentine. I love them so much. They will be on display this year again, and I'm gonna do more. So this year I'll share in plans. So those are my 5 finish of the year and my 5 fully finishes of the year. So I think it was good. I think it was good for, for what it is. It was good. So that's all my stats for the year. I'm using the same planner that I did for last year, but I showed this in plans. So let's start with the whip parade. This is going to be a long video. So I am telling you right now, it's going to be a long video because I'm going to show you every single whip I have. I might have to do it in 2 parts because if it's over an hour, it takes 3 days to upload. So I am going to do it in parts. So in a 1 hour increment. So it could be one, it could be 2. Or it could be 3. Who knows how many parts? So like I said, I think they are in order. This is going to be the biggest mess that I'm going to create here because I don't know where I'm going to put them once I show them. This room is still a mess. I'm still working on it. So let me make a little space here so I could put it on the floor. So my whip number 1, this is my oldest whip, and this is the whip that I started back in 2018. Let me leave this pen here, this pencil here in case I had to roll something. I do label all my whips. I'm gonna change the labeling system, but that's a project. Right now I put a little label that has the number of the whip, the name, the day I started it, and if I started it for an event. But it's hard for me to read it when I'm looking for it. So I'm going to change the number. I'm still going to use the same tag similar to this, but it's going to have a big number. And then I have a whip card inside the whip. But that's a project because I have 78 whips to do that. And then I have fancy bags that I create myself. I have Amazon bags and I have Dollar Tree bags. So I have a little bit of everything in my thing. So this is a dimension kit. This is the kit that I decided to buy when I wanted to jump into cross stitching. And I went to Walmart and purchased this. This should be done long time ago. It's going to be finished in 2023. But it's a laundry thing. At the beginning, I have a mishap with it. I had to restart it in a different count because it was my first. I didn't know much. And then I ran out of floss. And because these are dimension floss, I couldn't find them. So I had to find equivalents or DMC, the closest that I could get. Anyway, so I say that it's a Vans. And I don't have a... It's a Vans. So I hope that I could finish it this year. As you can see, it's a little bit of the basket that I'm missing. And I still gotta fill this. No, that stay like that. This is the sack. I gotta do the toes and the thing right here. Finish this side of the basket, and then all I gotta do is the letters. The letters are back stitch, so they are easy to do. My goal in 2023 is to finish this. I do want to start a lot, but I do want to finish too. So that, and the colors that I'm using is the colors from the kit, and then I had to find 2 DMC can coordinate with what the ones that I ran out of. So that was my whip number 1. Just trying to keep them in order. That's number 1. This is my whip number 2, even though that I named something else number 2. Let me see. Yeah. So it's a little out of order, but I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep this one as a number 2 because this is something I'm gonna work. This was my whip number 2. I UFO her. I think I throw away the fabric. I don't remember. I don't know where it's at. I want to start her again. She is full coverage. She gave me so much headache that I decided that, I had to start her like 4 times. And then I got frustrated with it. And I said, you know what? I ain't working with this pattern no more. You fill the fabric. I throw it away. But I want to restart her. She is beautiful. She is so beautiful. Her name is Serene. And this is a Etsy pattern that I bought from Irish in Love Design and Etsy. She is beautiful. I love her. And I want to do her. So I am going to start her sometime this year, next year, 2023. I don't know when. But she's going to be restarted. And maybe this time she won't give me that much headache. But then again, this is just when I just started cross stitch. I went Walmart, bought this pattern. I thought that it was easy enough and I wanted more challenges. So I went to Etsy and bought myself a full coverage. Brand new. I didn't know nothing about cross stitch. So that's why I think she gave me a little, it was a hard time to deal with her. But now that I know more about it and I work full coverage now, so I gonna restart her sometime soon. But she is not an active whip. She's gonna be brand new. So this is Amazon bags. This is whip number 2. This one again, the fabric got damaged, so I throw it away. This is a Country Cottage needlework pattern. It's the most wonderful time of the year. I love it. I had already done one before, but the fabric got damaged, so I am gonna change it. And I want to get the petite point fabric that is there, so I'm gonna make an order of 1, 2, 3 so I could restart it. I don't know exact day when I'm gonna restart it. I think she's gonna be restarted sometime. I don't know when, but she's my whip number 2. That's why I left it there, because she's gonna be worked again. My whip number 3 is a Santa hang up, which I convert all the colors of the coat. I'm doing it with pink and turquoise instead of green and reds. So that one is that one, and I'm doing this one in I don't have the fabric, I don't have the thing, but this is a 14 count Ada and oatmeal, I think it is, upper lesson that I got Michael Joann's or Hobby Lobby, I'm not sure. And this is what I have so far. Only that. So that is that one. I mean, all these This one has like a, I gotta wash this fabric. I had them in my previous house in the basement, and I had a problem with humidity there, and that's why a couple of fabric got messed up. This one smelled a little bit, so I'm gonna wash it and then continue and I'm gonna put a note right here: wash fabric. And once I wash it, I'll continue working on it. So that is that. So that's my whip number 3. My whip number 4. Oh, I didn't say when did I started this. This one's I started it on my whip number 2. I started it in 8/15/18, and my whip number 3 I started it around that time, 8/16/18. So that is that one. My whip number 3 is an AliExpress Christmas stocking. This one right here. I started this one on 2018. I don't have an exact date because sometime in 2020 I lost all my data from my iPad. So I don't have exact dates in some of them. This is all I have for that. It's sometime it's somewhere the Santa outfit. It comes with all the flaws, and the fabric is 14 count Aida, and that's all I have. Needle minders are made by me. I do mainly all my needle minders and all my project bags, and I do purchase a few needle minders, but the majority is made by me. So that is my whip number 3. Whip number, this is whip number 7. They not in no particular order. I see it's missing 6, so I tell you what it is. So this is my whip number 7. This is called Snow Street. I started this one on 12/11/18 for the 12 days of stitchments that I did on 2018. I was gonna do them this year, but then I said, nah, I'm gonna leave it for next year because I'm not prepared. So it's this right here. It's an AliExpress kit. It comes with everything. This is a full coverage. Everything is full coverage. That is the thing, snow. It is gonna be it's supposed to be French knots. I don't do French knots. I don't know how to do them. I'm gonna beat it, so it's gonna be white beads once I think. This is all the beautiful color. This beautiful color scheme. And then I grade the fabric, and then this is all I have done. Is the fabric that came, so it's not big. It is a 18 count Aida, and this is all I have. All this I got tired of the background. I mean, because all that blue, all that teal, it needs to be stitched. So I moved to the symbol, so then I could move to start the houses, and I'm gonna leave the background for last. So once I finish this medallion, the sun, I'm gonna move to this chimney right here, and then start working on the houses. So that is that. Again, the needle minder is done by me, and that is this one. And I still love every single piece I have started. So I want to continue working on them. I do want to see some finishes, but I'm not like, oh, everything has to be finished. This is an enjoyment for me. This is a hobby, very relaxing hobby for myself. So I just want to enjoy stitching them. They done what they done, and that's why I want to start all of them. So then my next one is number 10. So that was 7. This is 10. I gotta go down through them and organize them better. But like I gotta number them. Then I do that and I put them in order. So this is another AliExpress kit. It's a Santa's face. I love this vintage Santa. And the fabric is a 14 count Aida that came with it. And all I'm doing is the Santa. This is Santa's lip. This is his lips. That's his lips. And then I'm starting the beard. The brown part of the beard. So that's that. And then the needle minder again, made by me. And that's all I have for this one. Some of them, I work them only when I start them. And I don't know if this was one of the ones that I touched in 2022. But most of them is only, oh God, it's only 31 and I only do 30 minutes and I only had done 7 whips. So, yeah, so I only worked them that time. This is whip number 11. It's the Christmas Elf Fairy. It's a Nora cover one. I started it on 12/27/18 and it was a 12 days of stitchma start. So that is the Nora cover Mirabilia Fairy. This is other colors. I have it in one of these. I have a whole bunch of these things. So this one has a good start. This one has a very good start. So I haven't ironed them. They've been in here for 2, 3, 4 years already. So yeah. So that's a good start. That was a very good start. So I'm looking forward to working her again. So that was Miss Elf Fairy. I got the beads and everything. The bag is created by me. I have different sizes of bag. I don't put fancy fabric in the inside, but that's my personal preference. I'd rather have the cute fabric in the outside that you could appreciate more than the inside, because most of the time they are like this. So that was that whip. The other one is another AliExpress kit. It's called Cut Through the No Paw. It's this one right here. It is, I started it on 12/28/18 as a 12 days of stitchmas. This one is hard to see what I've done, not much, but it's just it's all white stitching. So again, this is one that I think I want to restart in a darker fabric, because it does have a lot of white simulating snow and you can really tell. So all I have is done is this right there. You can see it right there. It's not much. So this one is one that I want to restart in a color fabric, and I am gonna put a note as I go through them. I know what I want to do. So restart different color fabric. So it's easy to restart because I haven't done much on it. So that is one of my whip number 12. Whip number 13 is a cardinal cheer. It's an ornament from the Just Cross Stitch magazine. I started it on 12/29/18 for the 12 days of stitchmas. This is from the Just Cross Stitch Christmas edition 2018. I used to subscribe to it digitally, but I started a subscription in now in December, so I should be getting the February, the first edition, but I ordered a physical. So this is one, and I'm doing it in a pink Ada, a light pink Ada, 14 counts by Swagger that I purchased at, I need a car stock, that I purchased at Hobby Lobby. So I guess, let me see. I guess it's going like that. I'm not sure. So all I have is the house. I think it's right here in the middle between the thing. That's why I started, the middle. And that's all I have. So again, fabrics made by me. I like to have different sizes because like this one is so small that it would be a waste of a big bag. So that's why I like to have different size bags. And this envelope style, they are created by me. I just swing it. And I said, well, I want it this way. So I cut the fabric how I wanted it. And that's the one. I had three different bags. I had my creation, which are envelope style. I had the Bona Pfizer bags. This is her. I had her pattern. She has a video on her channel how to do her bags. I like her bags too, so I do this side, I do this side, and I think I have like 3 with a vinyl in the front, which are not my favorite. I don't like them. I don't know why. So, but I have like 3 that I created, but not my favorite. Amazon bags that I have a whole bunch because I ran out of made one, so which I had to do another order, and I had to start creating because I had a lot of fabric to create. This is another AliExpress kit. Is my whip number 14. Is it? Number 14. It's called Christmas Tree. I started it on 12/30/18 for the stitch mats, for the 12 days of stitch mat. This is one. I started this in the middle, but I'm gonna grid the fabric and start from the top. I rather start from the top than from the middle. So I am gonna grid this fabric and start that. These are the beautiful colors for that thing. Oh, I did grid it already. I gridded it and I started it. Okay. So let me show you the start, what I started first. This is what I started. And I hope when I get to this part, it match. I mean, it doesn't match, it's easy because it's not much that I will have to frog out. So then I decided to start on the top. And that's it. And I am not putting all those black birds. I'm not putting the birds. And the top, the first tab is full of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 little black birds. I'm not putting those. So that's what I have, which is a good start. I didn't even realize that I have restarted it. That's how long it's been since I touched these things. So that is that one. So that is my whip number 14, and we have 76 to go. So this is going to be more than one video, maybe 3 videos. So the next one is my whip number 16. 15 is one of the numbers that I have blank. So this is my 16. This is my New Year's fairy. I started her on 12/31/18 and stitch media. I might stitch on her on this year New Year's Eve, or I decided to start a new one. Here I have a note that says stitch again in 14 count, but this was before I have, because I'm doing her in a 25 count Lugana that I purchased in 2018, and I hand dyed myself. But when I started this, I didn't have the gears that I have now, so I'll be able to see. I had different magnifying glasses and hand magnifiers that I could clap to my hoop. So I couldn't see 25 good. So I'm not going to restart her. I'm going to leave her here because I think this color is beautiful for the thing. I don't have nothing. This is all I have. It's embarrassing. That's all I have. They are crooked. Again, when I started this, I didn't have the gears that I have now. So I am going to frog that, and she's going to be restarted on the 31st of this month, of this year. So she's going to restart it. That day I had the beads. I use generic beads. I don't use Mill Hill beads. I had 20,000 beads in my stash, and I just use generic beads. It's the same. And then the colors that I'm using, it looks like I did a conversion. Let me see. It looks that I have a conversion of, it was stitched in crescent colors, but I did a conversion to CXS or DMC, and then I'm using for the wings is gonna be cotton, color and cotton. Doesn't have a name. Oh, Monster Jam. It's called Monster Jam. And then Victoria Moto Pink Princess. So that's how the wings are going to be. And then her dress is still going to be that yellow. So, yep. So she's going to be restart on December 31st. But it's still going to be the same fabric. Because I'm sure I'll be able to work on that fabric now with the glasses that I have. And I have my Lori stand is a lot easier, and I have gears. I have a setup. The next one that I have, and the bag was the Bona bag, and I made them myself. And then this one is my whip number 17 is the Lady of the Flag. I started it on 1/1/2019 for my New Year's start. The fabric is a flag, American flag fabric. I created the bag, and this one I put red polka dots. That was at the beginning, and then I said, you know what? You don't see the fabric, the inside fabric. So now I don't do that, because I would have done a bag with this color. So that's that. This one I started it twice again. I am doing a white conversion that I got in the Miravilla conversion Facebook group. So it's a white conversion. So it's gonna look stunning. The fabric that I'm using is 14 count Carnival Cruise. It was the fabric of the month for February 2019. Yeah. So this one I started it in another fabric. It was a 16 count. I didn't like the tension. So this one is all I have, and I am beading as I'm going. The other one I had started in the middle, but this one I'm gonna work it down up. So it's a good progress, and I'm beading as I'm going. The needle minder is created by me. The fabric is very pretty. So that is that. I'm gonna put this one in my scroll roll and keep it there, because this one is that's the Lady of the Flag. If you don't know which one is it, I work out of copies. What I was saying, I forgot. Oh, she's a focus piece of 2023. So she's gonna be worked a lot on 2023. She's one of my focus pieces. I have a couple of focus pieces for the year, and she is one. She was a focus piece on 2022, but I didn't get to do it. So that is that one. The next one is project number 18 is the Tiny Modernist haunted mansion. I started her in 1/1/19. This was a stitch along back in 2018, but I purchased it at the beginning of the thing. And this one I started it as a Halloween sew for the whole year. Then it was fun when Stitch Mania was a group. It's no longer a group. It's no longer a thing, even though people still doing it. I'm still going to continue doing it. I love the concept, and I'm going to continue doing it, even though the actual Stitch Mania group is no longer active. Again, another bonus bag that I created. And this one, I don't have a color. I've been meaning to print a color thing, but when I printed this one, I was having problem with my printer. And so yeah, so that is that. I don't have much done on this thing. The fabric is a 14-count Aida that I hand dye myself. So this is the fabric. This is the fabric. And this is all I have. It's big. It's a big fabric. This is all I have. It is this right here. My goal for this one this year is just to frame the house. Frame the house, and that's what I'm planning to do. That's my goal this year, just to frame the house. So we'll see if we get to accomplish that this year. That is that. It's not much done with a big piece, but we'll see. It's getting cold in this room. I gotta turn on the little heater, but it's like I had to stop the video and get up. So when I do the when I stop to make it the second one, then I put the little heater because it's getting cold. And this I'm doing DMC. Another one bonnet bag that I created myself. They're not perfect, but they are perfect for me. So, and this is my web number 19. Is the Mill Hill Quilt Queen Anne House. I started it on 1/1/19 for Christmas sale for Stitch Mania. No longer available. So again, I don't have the color. I do have, I think, 10 or 12 that I need to do. So that's that one. And this is all I have done. That's all I have done. Hopefully one of them gets finished. And I'm using DMC. And the fabric is a 14-count Aida that I purchased at burlap.com by the yard. Another one, and a handy dandy Amazon bag is another AliExpress kit. Is my web number 20. It's called Calorie Trees. It was done on 1/1/19 as for Stitch Mat. This is that, and all I have done, the fabric is 14-count, came in the kit, and that is all I have done. The little gingerbread, that's all I had done. And this is the beginning of the tea for Christmas. The needle minder is created by me. I do keep the needle in each project, so I have a lot of needles. I purchased them by hundreds in AliExpress, and that's what I use. This is my whip number 21. Is the Winter House. It's a free pattern by Brooks Books. I had the whole fall season, and I started the Winter House for Stitch Mess on 1/2/2019. I think these patterns are still available in the Brooks Book website, and you could get all 4 seasons. I have them, and at some point I will do them all. The fabric that I'm using is a 14 count Aida from the I don't know. Oh, okay. From the birdlac.com website that I purchased by the yard, which I need to go and see they still have available. I need to buy more of the blue and black. So that's all I have, which is this windows right here, the frame of the windows. So that's all I have. Stitch mine is needle minder made by me. That's all I have. And the floss that I use, I don't keep floss in my bags, unless it's a kit. I have a full set of the SCS, which is the equivalent of DMC, but you buy them from China. And I have three complete sets. And so I have one, and I have 2 as a backup. And I have them in little jewelry baggies. I don't bobinate much. So I have them in a little baggie, and I have one of those 3-tier cards, and I have them all by number there. And when I'm stitching, I have that little card next to me, and I pull the numbers as I need them. Sometimes there's a few bags in the things because I took the whip somewhere with me. My next whip is number 22. Is a dimension kit. It's called Winter Ride. I started it on 1/3/19 for Stitch Mania. No, it's not Stitch Mania. The 12 days of Stitchmas. That's wrong. This is the kit. And this is it. The reason I have it like this is because I am doing this part. I'm not doing the barn and the animals. As of now, I'm not doing it. And if I decide to do it, I do the barn, but I don't do the animals. So, but for now, I'm just concentrating like this. I might continue it, but without the cows. I don't want to do the cows. So if I continue, I just do the barn and the trees and eliminate the cows. I haven't started much with this one either. This one I started it on the center, and it's a dimension kit, so it came with the thing. And I am working in the tree on the trunk, so that's all I have. Can't wait to come out again and work on it. As a matter of fact, the whipcord numbers just came out, and this is one of them. So I'll be working on it in January, and I'll see how much I could get accomplished, because it was the first one that came out. And my whipcord, I do it whipcord, but that's in plan. So we'll see. Why it's not coming? It's not getting in there. So that was my whip number 22. My whip number 24. It is a magazine thing. It's called Seasoning Chalk, the Christmas one. I started it in 1/4/19 for the 12 days of Stitchma. I think this is a Priscilla pattern, stitching with the housewife. Let me see, that she did for Just Cross Stitch. Yeah, Priscilla Blaine. So this one, and I don't know which one of them I'm doing. There's 2 versions. I don't recall which one I'm doing. Let me see. Oh my god, my hands are freezing. I don't know which one I'm doing. I don't think I have any of these ones. And yeah, so I'm doing one of them. I don't know which one is. I'm doing in a 14 count black Ada that I purchased from the Berklight company. And this is all I have. One little snowflake. And the roof. So it looks like I don't know. It's just one. I gotta see where am I in the pattern. But yeah, that's all I have. Needle minder made by me. And that's all I have. So that's that. Just give me 1 second. Just 1 second, guys, because I have to put a little heater. And I don't keep it plugged because I get scared. So just bear with me 1 second while I turn this thing on. And because it's freezing up here. The next one. So this is a head. My whip number 26 is Chitsu for Christmas. It's an ornament, so it's round. I started it on December 2018. I don't have the exact date. It was for the 12 days of Stitchma. This is another one that I have restarted it a couple of times. So I don't know. I think I'm doing it now. I think I started it as let me see. I think I started it at half stitch, and then I got lost, and then I restarted it full thing. It's this adorable one. It's square here, but when you finish the thing, it's let me see if I have it here. Yeah, it's round. It's when you finish it, it's round. It's an ornament, and it's by Heaven on Earth Design. The artwork for Dana Gersinger. I love her artwork. Most of my heads are by her. So yeah, so it's an ornament. So I restarted it again as a full stitch, and that's all I have. I'm in this part right here, this orangey part. So that's all I have. And I'm using Pattern Keeper for this one, and I'm using SCX for it. I don't know why these ones are here, but must be a reason why they're there, right? So that is that one, and I'm running out of space here for these things. So it's gonna be such a mess when I'm done. The next one that I have is number 28. It's a Biscorno. I started it on December 2018. Don't know exact date for the 12 days of Stitchma. It is an AliExpress kit. It comes with everything, including the filling, which is somewhere in my sewing drawers. So it's this cute little butterfly, and this is what I have done. Just one of the 4. So yeah, it will come up sometime next year, and see how much I invest to it. So that one is that one. Let's see where I could put this. Okay, I'm gonna have to start throwing them around. I know my number 30. So this was what my number 28. So I don't know where 29 is. Somewhere. So this is my number 30. This is my Gypsy Queen. I started it on 3/10/20, and this is an AliExpress kit. Yes, Milavidia, I know. But when I started on 2018, I always say this in my videos because maybe there's somebody new that is never watched my videos before, and I don't want them to think that all I do is AliExpress kit. I do all kind of stitch. But when I started on 2018, I love AliExpress. I buy a lot of things for AliExpress. So when I started cross stitching, I said, well, let me see what AliExpress has. And again, when I started, I didn't know who was designing, who was, you know, brand names, designer, all that stuff. I didn't know who the one. So I purchased over 40 kits in AliExpress of fancy ladies and other stuff. And then later, you know, if I kept learning about cross stitch, I find out that they were replicas of Mirabilia. How they do it, I don't know. It's not my problem. I'm not stealing. I purchased those things, so I'm still gonna cross stitch those that I have. And I do have a lot of Mila. I'm gonna do a stash dive sometime this year, and I have a lot of Mirabilia now because I know now. But back then I didn't know who was who, and I spent money on them, so I am gonna stitch them. So it comes with everything that you need. It doesn't come with Krynic, but I bought these filaments to use as Krynic for where I need to, and then it comes with all the beads. This is her. This is a picture I got from the internet. This is the actual picture. I'm honest, I didn't know who Mirabilia was when I started. I love Mirabilia. I want to do them all. And I have a lot, but I have some that I purchased in AliExpress. So I am beading as I'm going. This is the fabric that came in the thing. So I have a good start on her. All that is beaded already. Can't wait. Can't wait for that to continue. All this right here, this space is supposed to be beaded. That would be when I pick up again, either finish her face or thing. She is my second focus piece of 2023. There's some challenge and full coverage fanatic, which I think I'm gonna pick her to do one of those challenge. Because that's one that I want to finish in 2023, because I can't wait to have her hanging either in my room or in the living room. I don't know. The back is done by me, bonus style. So that's that one. The next one, this was done number 31 is Cross Stitch Nation. I started it on 3/26/20, and this is a heartstring sampling pattern, and all I have is this lady in the middle, not even her completely, half of her I think. I'm using 18 count Ada antique white that I bought at Hobby Lobby, and this is all I have. Needle mind Hobby Lobby, needle minder by Hobby Lobby, and that's all I have. And if I would have known, I would have convert that green skirt, but that's a good start. I will not convert her now. Well, I did call for colors, and I'm using my I forgot. I'm using my my food kit. So the next one that I did is number 32. This is an hour already, but I'm gonna push it to an hour and 25 minutes and see what happened. So the next one is a Jardin Privé. It's called Marquise. It's my number 32. I started it on 3/27/20. This one right here. I did a conversion on her. All that green is a pink, and it's my favorite pink, which is a 602, I think it is. Yeah, the 602. So all that green is gonna be pink. And I'm using a 16 count ivory that I purchased at Hobby Lobby. And this is all I have. I started in this corner right here. That right there. And that's all I have. Chandelier is a charm that I had in my stash. And I thought it was perfect for the marquise. Because, you know, they have all those chandeliers and stuff in those ballrooms. So, yeah. So, that's all I have. That's a good start. Hopefully, she'll come out. I think she's in my Whipco. So, and also in the other challenge. So, we'll see. I am not... I might do another video showing what I have from Whipco. But it's the same Whipco that I have in the channel. So if you want to see what what pieces I'm gonna work in my Whipco, there's a Whipco 2022 video. I'm using the same exact board because I didn't get to use it this year, so I kept it the same because all the pieces that are there are pieces that I really want to work on. So I kept it the same. So I am going to link that at the end of the video in a card. At the end of the video, it will have a card there. So I'll put it there and you could watch it. And it's the same Whipco of plans of last year, of this year, 2022, that I didn't get to accomplish. Okay, my next one is number 33. It's Refraction of Paris. I started on 3/27/20. It is an in circle pattern. I work out of copy, and it's this one right here. I can't wait to do this. I am doing monochromatic, and instead of black, I am doing it with my favorite floss 602. I use a lot of that thing because my decoration, I love pink, as you could see. My decorations in my house is gray and pink, like silver and pink, and a dark gray because my couch are dark gray because I wanted to have white couches, but I had 2 dogs, so that's why I convert a lot of my pieces to that 602 because it match my decoration. So the fabric is, what is it? It is a 14 count Ada silver by Swagard that I got at Hobby Lobby. It looks blue, but it's not blue. It's supposed to be silver. That's how it shows. But it's supposed to be like a silver. But this is blue to me. I don't know. That's what it says. That's what it is. And I started on this corner right here. So that's where I'm at. This is another one that is in my I think in my Whipco. I'm not sure. So, but I can't wait to continue work this and see this forming. See, I'm looking at them and I get excited at them, you know. Hopefully this year, 2023, will be a better year crafty-wise for me. So that one. The next one is, this was a freebie. This one, I started it. This is wrong because I started a whole bunch on 2019. And this is already jumping to 20, I don't know. We're going to continue. So number 34 is called Let's Stay Home. I started it on 4/30/20. And this was one of the free patterns for the Stitch and Be Safe movement that it was for COVID. So this is the pattern. This is a free pattern. I don't know if you still could find it on Instagram. The fabric that I'm using is a 14 count vintage blue that I purchased at Hobby Lobby, and I like it because it have like the white modeling, and that looks like sky, like the sky to me. So I like that. And this is all I have, which is one of the trees. The tree, I framed the house, and then I had this. So, and I started the lady because the house is going to be the last one because that's a lot of stitching. So I finished this. I did the border of the house so I could get to her, And I'm gonna do her. I'm not doing the bird. And then the feeling of the house is the last thing I'm doing. Oh, I did the bird. Huh. I thought I was not doing the bird. I have a thing for birds. I don't like birds, so I try to take them out of my patterns. But apparently, I did the mister here, so this has a good start. So I can't wait to work on it too. So that is that one. When I pause to do the other bit, this I'm gonna put this ones already where they belong, so I don't make a mess. Okay, the next one is number 35. It's called Butterfly Girl, or that's how I called it. It's a AliExpress kit. It's a full coverage kit, which I love, and it's a printed. The fabric is printed, so that is that. I love that. I can't wait to have this done. I love it so much. All this blue is gonna kill me to stitch it, but it's a printed fabric, so it's easy to work with. This is all that blue. All beautiful colors. So that is that. And this one is a printed, so it's a little hard to see where I'm at. But this is it. I love printed fabrics. I use this so when I want to work, I want to stitch, but I don't want to pay attention and I don't want to count. So I like to pull this out. For her, all I have work is her face. Let's see, you can see it. It's just, all I have done is just her face. This part right here. This part right here, her face and her neck. That's this is not done. For her skin, her neck, part of her hair. No, her hair is not done. This right here and this right here. I haven't done much on this one. She is in my whip go, so she'll come out this month. Or sometime this, she's gonna come out more than because even if it's on my whip go, it's still gonna be in my rotation, which I'll explain my rotation at the end of the video. So that is my number 35. My number, hold on, it's falling apart already. Here, so that's how it goes. Okay, so my number my number 36 is called the Scandinavian houses. I started on 4/21/20. It was a free pattern given when COVID-19. It was a free pattern stitch along. I only had the first one. I didn't get the other parts, but they have a Etsy store, and they have this pattern which I'm gonna purchase so I could finish it because I love it. I like it like for summer decoration. So the only one we got was, I think, this house. We were supposed to get one, and once you finish this house, they will send you the other one like that. So they want to make sure you were stitching it. So I only got the first one and I never got the other ones, but they have the pattern in Etsy, so I'm gonna purchase. The fabric that I'm using is a 14 count Aida in silver again, which it still look blue, but it says silver, and that's all I have for the house. The needle minder is a wood veneer that I had in my stash. I'm a scrapbooker, so I have a lot of things that I could convert into wood veneer. So that is that one. So I am going to continue, and I am going to purchase the pattern so I could finish it. So that is that one. The next one is another head. It is my pride and joy. She's my number 37. She is called Foregone. I started her on April 30th of 2020. She is my baby. and she is my mainly focus. She is to be work every single day. I want her done for 2023. This is my baby right here. I love her, and this is the mini, which I hope it will be good. I'm praying that it was. I should have gone the matte color, but it's a mini. It's charted by Heaven L Design. The artwork is for Martha Darling, and I love her so much. So she is my prime and joy, my first focus piece. I can't wait to have her done. This is what I have so far. When I started it, trying to see if I could take these things. They're so hard for my hands. Okay, there you go. So when I started her, you know, in the corner like everything, but I quickly got tired of and bored of this. So I have her in pattern keeper, so I was able to jump directly to her head and pattern keeper. So this is what I have. I love that you could start to see her forming. The background is the last thing I'm gonna do. It's boring, and I will get that later, but I'm gonna continue working on her daily. So yeah, that is her, and she is my there's how you call it, there's a challenge, and food coverage fanatic is small or big, focus on a finish. She's the one that is there, which I gotta put the picture today, and she's the one that is I'm focusing on a finish. So that is my baby. I can't wait to see her on my wall, because the frame, it's gonna cost me an arm and a leg to frame her, but the frame that I want for her is gonna be beautiful. Can't wait. And got the perfect spot for her in my wall. I have a frame right there now, but it's gonna be removed because she's gonna get the front row. You know, once you go into my house, that's the first thing you're gonna see, that beauty. So that is that, and we're gonna do a few more, and then we're gonna pause for second part 2. This is my number 38. It's called Now How Many. I started it on 5/1/20 for Stitch Mania. It is a pattern for my big toe, and I love this pattern because, excuse me, it says it's not how many are finished, it's how many you start. I'm a serious starter. I want to start it all, and I will start it all and have them all as my whip. And it's like I said, it's not how many you finish, it's how many you start. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to frame it, and I'm going to put it on the wall right next to the cubicle where all my whips are. And that is that. I am doing it in a 14 count touch-up pink by Wilted that I purchased in 123. And I'm using my own colors for this. So this is it says finish, is how it is how. So I am right here, and either go down or go up. This is another focus finish this year, so we'll see how much is that. And the colors that I'm using are Victoria Motos. So I'm using the Berry Jumbo. This is a thing, and I was using it wrong. I didn't know that this type of variegated things, you have to use 2 strands by side, not one, and bend it and you know, in half like I do my DNC. So that's why you don't see variation, the variegated there, because I was using it wrong, but I'm not going to restart that thing. When I picked it up again, then I will use it how it's supposed to, so I could see the variegating. And then this is for the flowers that goes around, which is Enchanted Garden, River Valley, and Jolly Shamrock, which is for the border and the flowers motif. So yep, that is that. I can't wait to use that. I mean, to finish that one. That's a quick finish. I think if I work 2 days in it, it will be finished. So it will be in my rotation maybe in February, because I already did my rotation for January. The other one, it is number 39. It is called The Key. It's a Barbara Anna design. It was a freebie that she gave during the pandemic, and I did it for Mania 2020. I started it for Mania 2020, and I am gonna alter this. This is the pattern. It doesn't require beads, but these parts of the dress, these lines, I am going, and these diamonds, I am gonna bead them. So she's gonna be beaded. That's how I'm altering the thing. I'm using call for numbers. I mean, call for thread. I'm using a 14 count Ada natural blue that I purchased when I purchased by the yard. And this is it. And this parts right here, those ones gonna be beaded. I'm gonna put some gold beads there. So that is that. So next time I pick it, I want to finish her skirt and then do the beading. She is in my whip coat, I think. So she's going to be worked. But again, even if she's not, my rotation is, even if it's on whip coat, they're still going to be worked before they call. So that's at the end in plans. The next one that I have is another freebie from Tiny Modernist, I think it was. It's called Home Stitch Home. It's my number 40. I started it on 5/3/20 for Mania. Yeah, it is a Tiny Modernist. This is bags that I received for scrapbooking supplies, and they're small enough that I could use for mini bags. This is the pattern. I'm using my own colors for it. I'm using in cotton and color. No, this is I think it's a 18 count. I subscribe to the Victoria Motto for the fabric of the month, I think a few months. And I used to get the small piece, the smallest one, because it was cheaper. I wanted to try, so this is one of them. It's a beautiful yellow. So I'm doing it there. The needle minder is created by me. All I have down is the house, and well, it's not completely, but it's framed. And I started with one of the M. So it's right here. I started, this is the M. So I still gotta do the windows and the door and the fences and all that. So that is that. And the color scheme that I'm using is Victoria Mottos and Colin Cotton. I'm using Bear Copper. I'm using Green Apple by Victoria Motto. I'm using Old Patriot by Victoria Motto. I'm using Spring Azalea. I have a couple of this one. I don't know why. And then I'm using Flaming Yellow. And then I put one of those thread. This is just a charm that keychain, and I just converted it in a thread keeper. And it says, I love my dogs. So that is that. That is that. And we're gonna do one more, and then we're gonna stop for the next one. So this one is number 41. This is called Pandemic Sampler. It's not a pattern that is out there. I name it myself, so you can Google it and you won't find it. It's called the Pandemic Sampler. Well, there is a Pandemic Sampler by London that it was released also for pandemic. But this one I named it before I did. So this is a compilation of little patterns from the pandemic. Be Well and Stitch. Hashtag Be Well and Stitch. So it's a recopilation of little minis that I put in a big fabric. And I use a Tiny Modernist butter that is free on the website. It was for a stitch along that I was going to do Words to Live By. But then I decided not to do the stitch along. But I had started the frame because I was going to do it. But then I don't like mystery. Because then if at the end it's something I don't like, it's like a waste of money, a waste of my time and stuff like that. So I was going to do, and it was like $40 the thing. So what I was going to do after, I would say, well, once all the quotes come out, if I like them, I do it. Never done it. I might. But I had already started this. So what I did is I found, I had all the measurements for each thing because in the first time it tells you everything. And then, so I, like this one, I removed this one and I was able to fill one there. Then in each square there should be one. And then I charted myself some words for here because I have Pick Stitch in my computer. So I got the measurement, how much is that? So I created a spot and pitched it, and then I fill it out with words, and it's charted for me. So that's that. So what I'm doing is these are free patterns, so I am gonna show. I'm sure you still find them somewhere on Instagram. So I had this one, Don't Panic. This one is done already. I had this one, Sorry the War Was Closed Today, or The Earth. Just Breathe. Choose Happy. I had this one. I had a whole bunch that I am gonna do. So I created I already had the fabric, so it's a black Aida 14 count, which is already still with the thing, so I could put it in my scrub roll. So I started, all I have is 2 patterns done. I'm still gonna finish it, and I'm still gonna be dated 2020. I want to keep it as some, remembering what we went through in 2020. So I finished the first one. It says Don't Panic. And I'm doing I'm highlighting one word, and I'm stitching that one with 4 strand, so it could be bulk, and you could see that it's 3D. So I finished that one. I finished this one, and I haven't started no more. It's a big fabric. It's going to be humongous when it finished. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'm still going to finish it, even if I finish it on 2030. And it's still going to be dated 2020 because I want to keep those. And then maybe if I was never going to frame this or nothing, but I'll keep it as a, what happened back in 2020 and how the cross stitch community came together. And, there was free patterns, there were free stitch alongs, and to keep us busy, and that. So that is that. So with this one, I am going to stop this video here. I'm going to clean the ones that I have, and then I'll come back with part 2. Stay tuned.